Okay, so this is the next day. I'm actually in an area that I was hanging in 2 weeks ago, and it's been remodeled a little bit. I'm trying to determine why. There's been a grass fire through here. Kind of a strange one, too, because it's interesting. Parts were burned and parts weren't. I've kind of hiked through here looking for if somebody was up here camping and got a fire going, but we've also had some lightning storms. I'm wondering if the lightning strike in here caused this, but as you can see, and this is actually not even the worst of it, we've had some burny weather through here, and there were some forestry people up here last week too, so I'm wondering if there's some reason why they would have done a controlled burn of some sort. I'm not sure what they were doing. Every now and then they'll come through and do what they call a timber harvest, which is a limited logging operation. They claim it's for the good of the forest, but if they're the cause of this, I wonder about that. But as you can see, there has definitely been a brush fire through here. Not to mention all the lovely bugs trying to make my day suck right now. But this goes all the way up over here, and apparently went down the hill a ways too. My leading theory right now is probably lightning strike, but yeah, I guess it goes down the hill a ways too. God, I love these prickers. I like the one thing that didn't burn. They're nasty too if you hear them ripping at my pants. Yeah, not everything burned, but a good amount of it did. Ow. Trying to avoid the prickers while I see how far this goes. Yeah, I'm thinking this is probably a lightning strike, maybe. But, it apparently goes down the hill a ways, too. See, all the leaf litter burned. Yeah, I can see it goes down the hill a ways. Not good. Not good at all. The disturbing part is 2 weeks ago, I was hanging in a hammock. Oh, a little more than 2 weeks, but basically over the hill over there. In an area that's now pretty crispy. So it's probably good I wasn't here at the time that happened. Or I would have probably been making a hasty retreat. But, yeah. It's interesting because the area over there in the meadow with the tall grass didn't get burned. It's all the leaf litter stuff. Not sure if this is because there's new stuff growing too, and that doesn't seem quite as affected. It's a weird mix. So, number one, I didn't expect to make a video today. Number two, I certainly didn't expect to film this, but you react to what you got when you got it, I guess. Because the interesting timing is you had some people up here too, but I can't seem to find any evidence of a fire pit of any kind, coupled with the fact that I've never seen them do a harvest before where they would have set a fire. And this goes all the way up through this. But, I guess we'll walk up through and take you through just to make a point of this. It's like all this leaf litter stuff. If you see the scope of what I'm talking about now, we're walking right basically through the area I was hanging in, and there was a lot more undergrowth in here a couple of weeks ago. That's been cleaned out pretty nicely. Pretty crispy at this point. And I was actually right over there. As you can see, nothing was spared there. So, interesting. Interesting stuff. I think this is actually the first fire that I've seen. But as you're looking around, you don't see any signs of like a human source to this. And we did have a couple of thunderstorms during the week. So, barring a revelation of a fire pit or something, I'm thinking you might have a lightning strike that set off the leaf litter, because that's mainly what seems to be burned, all the stuff on the ground. I would have been right in here. Not spared, though. Mildly disturbing. So, that's interesting. See, it's like all through here, but a lot of the upstanding trees weirdly are not really, some of this is a little crispy, but that's a lot more brittle. When you get out into the main thing where all the tall grass is, and interestingly that's where it stops. Just to drive the point home, 2 weeks ago, that's not how this looked. Much different. So, let's get back out to the main trail here. I'm on my bushwhacking through this stuff. It's still kinder than the prickers just were. You can see you get out here, and it all ends right here. You don't see it here. If you were to walk down there, you wouldn't even notice it. But what I'm going to do before we walk out, now I got ashes in my boot too, come down here and see if it got into the area down here. Because it was creeping its way down here. Looks like it was kind of I did get down here a little bit. This is messed up. Get down into this stuff. I wonder if I should call someone. Yeah, you did. You had a little bit of a burn. A little bit of a burn in here too. Yeah, it got down in here a little bit. Here's sort of a trail too, and yikes. Just curious how far this goes. Seems to stop here, if I'm not mistaken, and then almost like it's shaped with the terrain, because I don't see over amounts of signs of burn once you get a little further down here. You're back into Maine. I got down here a little bit. So, interesting. Doesn't seem like it got down that far, but the high meadow has had better days. Alright, I'll leave you with this scenery. It's a little crispier than it's been in recent weeks, and we'll wrap up this segment here. Just thought I'd take you through that. Hopefully it's been interesting. Stand by for the next segment.